While the engine is running, it's a good idea to check for leaks while you wait. Once all of the air is out of the system, fully tighten the radiator cap.
As I was cleaning everything, but it's up to you whether you unclip that or not. Both ends of this air duct have a ring clamp, which is a 10mm socket to undo. Then once you have it off, you can either disconnect the hose going to the engine, or you can just leave it attached and move it off to the side somewhere.
Have you ever wondered why your car doesn't run as smoothly as it used to? The answer might lie in a simple part that's covered in gunk. But here's the catch. Almost no one thinks to clean it. Stick around, because in today's video, I'll reveal the often overlooked component that could steal your engine's performance and how to fix it in just minutes. Before we move on, I will like you to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Have you ever felt like your car's engine just doesn't have the power it used to, even though you've kept up with regular oil changes? The truth is, oil changes are just one piece of the puzzle. And there's another problem under the hood, the kind mechanics don't always tell you about. You see, several components in your engine system quietly gather dirt and grime over time, and if ignored, they can wreak havoc on performance. Two key culprits: the throttle body and the MAF sensor. Let's start with the throttle body. This is the gateway for air entering the engine, and it plays a critical role in keeping your car running smoothly. Over time, carbon deposits start building up inside it, forming a sticky, dark layer that restricts airflow.
Also gloves and rags, and if you can't get under your vehicle, a jack and jack stands.
And it's surprising how long it can take at times to purge all of the air out. 30 minutes is not unreasonable.
So all we need to do is remove this bit of hose here, and I'm unclipping this. You don't have to unclip this. I was just spraying contact cleaner and a few plugs.
Imagine trying to breathe through a straw. That's basically what your engine is doing when the throttle body is clogged. When this happens, you might notice a rough, idle, sluggish acceleration, or even a dip in fuel efficiency. Here's the good news. Fixing the problem is incredibly simple. A $10 can of throttle body cleaner and about 15 minutes of your time can completely clear out the buildup, restoring airflow and improving performance without an expensive trip to the mechanic. Now, let's talk about the MAF sensor, or mass airflow sensor. Its job is to measure how much air enters the engine and adjust the air-to-fuel mixture accordingly. When the sensor gets coated in dirt or residue, it provides inaccurate readings. That means your engine could be running richer or leaner than it's supposed to, which not only hurts fuel economy, but also causes poor acceleration and uneven performance. Surprisingly, a quick spray of MAF sensor cleaner every 12,000 miles is all it takes to avoid these headaches, though many drivers don't even know this step exists. Your engine is like a marathon runner. It needs clean, unrestricted airflow to perform at its best. Neglecting the throttle body and MAF sensor is like forcing it to run with clogged lungs. But here's the thing. These are just the beginning.
Everyone should. The direction of fuel flow will always...
As I was cleaning everything, but it's up to you whether you unclip that or not. Both ends of this air duct have a ring clamp, which is a 10mm socket to undo.
You'll want to make sure the engine warms up with the radiator fan coming on at least twice, and then add coolant as needed.
A front-wheel drive vehicle, the engine is more on the passenger side. On this vehicle, the transmission is on the driver's side.
There's a far more dangerous, yet often overlooked issue silently waiting to cause catastrophic damage, and we're diving into that next. What if I told you there's a hidden threat to your engine, and most drivers don't even realize it's there? It's your cooling system, the unsung hero of engine health, and neglecting it can lead to some of the most catastrophic failures imaginable. Your cooling system does more than keep things running smoothly. It's the one thing standing between your engine and dangerous overheating. And yet, regular maintenance? It's something most people completely overlook. Let's break it down. The cooling system includes your radiator, hoses, water pump, and coolant itself, all working together to keep your engine at the right temperature. But over time, coolant loses its effectiveness.
The clips that came with the filter to attach it to the fuel line.
While the engine is running, it's a good idea to check for leaks while you wait. Once all of the air is out of the system, fully tighten the radiator cap.
Okay, so here's the air filter here. Now we have this hose going to the throttle body. Here you can see the throttle cable that opens the valve up. So just loosen both off until you can pry both ends off. I just had to use a pry bar on them. They are pretty stiff.
Old or contaminated coolant doesn't just stop doing its job. It actively starts damaging the system. Corrosion builds up, clogging the radiator and wearing down vital parts like the water pump. Worse, these issues don't announce themselves. They build slowly until, one day, your engine overheats, and then you're dealing with serious damage. Warped cylinder heads, blown gaskets, or, in the worst case scenario, full-on engine failure. Here's the shocking part. Overheating contributes to over 40% of all engine failures. That's right, nearly half of these disasters could be avoided entirely just with a little extra care. And keeping your cooling system in good shape isn't complicated. Start by making it a habit to check your coolant levels every month, especially before long drives or hot weather.
Cap. Fill cap is right there, and it says what kind of oil to use, 5W30 for this vehicle. So we're gonna untwist the fill cap, pull it up.
Then once you have it off, you can either disconnect the hose going to the engine, or you can just leave it attached and move it off to the side somewhere.
In my short-lived engineering career, I worked on designing these systems.
Look under the hood for cracks or leaks in the hoses. This takes seconds, but can save you thousands in repair bills. Most importantly, remember to follow your car's manual for coolant flush intervals. Coolant degrades over time, and flushing it regularly prevents corrosion from ever taking root. One critical safety tip: never, ever open the radiator cap on a hot engine. With the system under pressure, releasing hot coolant can cause severe burns, and it happens faster than you'd expect. Let the engine cool completely before checking anything. Maintaining your cooling system won't just prevent breakdowns, it'll add years to your engine's life. But there's still more. Advanced drivers often miss one final step to keep their engine running like new. Stay tuned. Your engine's longevity doesn't hinge solely on oil changes. Tackling the silent killers, like a clogged throttle body, a neglected cooling system, and poor driving habits, is how you truly protect performance and avoid costly repairs. Ignoring maintenance is responsible for 90% of engine failures, but with simple, cost-effective steps, you can reverse years of wear. Take control of your car's future today. Clean the throttle body, check your coolant, and maintain airflow sensors to restore efficiency and power. It's easier than you think. Don't let preventable issues cut your car's life short. Subscribe now for more tips that mechanics would rather keep secret.